perspective. And with each team analysis ending, there is a buy and sell out call out by all of us, wherein a buy means a top 4 finish and a sell means a bottom 4 finish. After all the 8 teams are done, we are going to do a cumulative scoring of the buy and sells of each team and arrive at the top 4 teams. And as the tournament progresses, each week we will relook at this table. Simple? No? Just hold on with us. It will make sense as it plays out. Who are we going to start with, guys? RCB, the perennial chokers, underachievers? Sumer?
Coming to taking a decision of buy or sell, I'd still probably sell them. I would say they would not fare in the top 4, especially given their bowling problems. But it's open for your vote as well. What do you think, guys? What do you think, Vivek, Shivam, and Sai? What do you think about their fate in the tournament?
For me, I think things are going to change for RCBs this year. It's going to be a buy for me. Definitely a top 4 finish.
Okay.
So for me, as well, as much as I would like to hate buying a team that contains Umesh Yadav and Mohammad Siraj, I think it will be a buy this year. They have good spinners and they have decent batting that can play spin. It will be a buy from me as well.
No death bowling still. Don't trust Umesh Yadav and Mohammad Siraj. Not convinced that Dale Steyn will last a whole tournament in that heat, so it's a sell for me still.
Or even play. Okay, good. So that being then out of the way, let's look at our next team. Vivek, do you want to take over?
Yeah, so the next team is Rajasthan Royals. So looking at the overall scheme of things, I feel they have a good overseas contingent, but they are too dependent on that. And with the lack of good Indian core contingent, for me, it's a sell. How about you guys? Shivam?
As much as I want to buy this team with those 4 quality foreign players of Stokes, Butler, Smith and Archer, the top half is very good, but the bottom half again is not that good. So when you're defending 140, 150, you need good bowlers. Apart from Archer, I don't think they have much. So it's a sell from me.
Yeah, I think reading an article this morning, Rajasthan Royals are still not sure whether Stokes is going to play. He has not made a decision. So at this point of time, with the information I have available, if Stokes is not there, I just can't buy. I'm not buying into this RR dream there.
Yes, it's a sell for me. It's a sell for me. I don't think they're going to go in the top 4.
It's all sell from all of us, and that's it from RR. And the next team we have is Kings 11.
A bit underwhelming given the structure of the squad, and I just don't have that level of confidence. I know they have a new captain and a new coach as well, so not the kind of stability that you would be hoping for and which you see in some of the other better performing teams.
It's a sell for you?
Sell all the way.
So same sell for me as well. Again, like you mentioned, if Mujib is struggling to get in because you have to play either a pacer in the form of Cottrell or Jordan, along with maybe Nicholas Pooran, who gives you that finishing touch. So if in UAE you're struggling to pick Mujib, and if you play Mujib, you're struggling to play Pooran or Jordan or Cottrell, it is trouble for you. I think it will be a sell despite Maxi being on this team.
I would. Yes,
sorry.
please.
So for me, I think, as you mentioned, Sai, new captain, does he have a captaincy experience? I don't think so. And with the dependence on bowling, the kind of bowling unit which they have, it just doesn't feel that they have the team to get into the top 4. For me, it's a sell.
I would sell it as well. What I feel is if there was no Chris Gayle, all their problems would automatically solve themselves. They have place to play Pooran and Mujib and Jordan and everything. But overall, I think the way they are structured seems a little off. So and also they don't have great spin options, Mujib, and then maybe Gautam, maybe Maxwell can bowl a few. But overall, I think they will struggle to go into top 4. So it's a sell.
Moving on to Kolkata Knight Riders, who did not make it to the top 4 last time. A few coming from buy or sell, it was a tough decision, and they didn't make it last year, but they've been perennially good. And I think with the team that they have, they'll probably cut it this year. So I'll buy KKR. What about you, Kare?
For me also a buy. Just looking at their squad with Morgan, Nareen, Kuldeep Yadav, Andre Russell, Cummins, I think they might just squeeze it this time in the top 4.
How about you, Sumer?
I think it's a buy for me as well, mainly because they have 2 quality spinners, Nareen and Yadav, and they have an okay batting. I mean, they may not have like the top 4 run hitters all to start with, but I think have a stable batting. They have a good finishing numbers there as well in the form of Morgan and DK. So I think it's a buy for me.
How about you, Sai?
Yeah, definite buy. I think one of the best managed teams overall in the IPL season upon season. They were underwhelming last year, but they have basically retooled their team by kind of getting rid of older players who have not been performing consistently, and they've bolstered it with some smart additions like Pat Cummins and Owen Morgan. I would disagree with you. I think having Owen Morgan is a strength. It is not a weakness to have another guy who can be a captain and another voice in the dressing room. I would also say that if DK doesn't perform and they're underwhelming, you have your ready-made option for captain set in stone over there. So it's a definite buy for me. I see them in the top 4 in the end. Do well. So overall, my take is that it's a sell, unfortunately. As much as I am a big SRH fan, a big David Bhai fan, I just don't see them having the kind of depth in the middle order and the finishing capability that some of the other teams have. So it's a sell for me, unfortunately.
I'm sure a lot of people will not agree with you and will be surprised. Even I would have been, till yesterday, I would have been buy on this team. But like you mentioned, when I look at this team, if you play the 4 guys, like if you have to drop one of Kane or Bairstow to accommodate 2 of your spinners, this team struggles. It's a sell from me as well. Sumer?
Well, if you're playing Shankar and Saha as your number 4, number 5, and then, wish that the likes of maybe Fabian Allen or Mitch Marsh come good and hit at the end, you really don't have so much to look forward to. So it's a sell for me. I mean, it's a tough decision. I was very confused as well, but I think I'm going to sell this team.
How about you, Vivek?
Interesting. I guess I'll be the only buy over here. I just feel it has always been like that. Previously, it used to be Dhawan and Warner scoring the bucket load of runs, and then their bowling doing the job for them. And I think I just feel it's going to be the same. It's the same template for them. Warner and Bairstow now are going to go score big runs, and they will depend on the bowling, which they have a very good, solid bowling lineup.
Okay, it's an emotional buy, I think. Never do you do emotional buys in this market, Vivek. Coming back.
You'll see.
Yeah, sure. Moving on to Delhi Capitals.
The Hyderabad vibe.
Moving on to Delhi Capitals. For me, it's a definite buy. It's not an emotional buy like Vivek bought SRH, but it's a definite buy. They could also end up winning this for the first time. How about you, Sumer? You're laughing a lot.
No, I mean, I have 2 questions about this team. One is Stoinis, and then the other one is, the placement of Stoinis. Not really Stoinis. I'm okay with their pace attack, Ishant being there, Rabada there. Looking at the overall team, I think it's a sell. They will definitely... it's a buy, sorry. It's a buy. They will definitely go to the top 4 before you kill me. Even though I talked about Stoinis, I think the good thing is that I'm not sure if you even talked about. I mean, you said that Pant might go down to 4. He might even go down to 5 and then give you a little more room in the middle order to sort of get people in. So they have flexibility, which is something that I think will take them through to top 4. So buy them.
How about you, Sai?
Well, I think they're loaded in top order batsmen. They seem to have a India team problem or every team problem where everyone wants to bat in the top 3 or 4. Hetmeyer is like, it's like the rich getting richer. Why would you buy him when you really need like a 5 or number 6? He bats 1 down for CPL team. He bats 1 down for West Indies team. He's not a number 5 or 6. And as you saw, he was out of place even for RCB last year. So, I'm okay even if you don't play him because you have so much depth in the batting ranks over there that it's overwhelming. It'll overwhelm any other side. Punter, he's the right kind of guy to bring along young players because he's an inspirational guy. So I think he is gelled well last year with the Iyer and Pant, etc. So I think he's the right guy to get the best out of them. So it's a buy just on the strength of their overall thing. And for them, really the question for me is that they need to take the next step and get to the final this year. They've been building up for a while with Pant and Iyer. That foundation is there. Now they have to really graduate to the next level.
Definitely. Vivek?
All convincing arguments. But
you emotionally bought SRH, so you were in trouble.
I would.
You only get by 4.
Just based on the experience which they have, that was SRH, and they have been doing that in and out all through these past years. DCH, very strong team, but there was a problem with them with the last year as well. They were throwing away matches. They were getting into the positions to win it, but they were throwing away matches, and I don't know if that's going to change this year. Punting is going to give them a rocket if that happens, but is it going to change? No, I don't think so. So it's a sell for me.
Don't think throwing away matches is a good word to use for in IPL.
Yeah.
It's very controversial. So coming back to Vivek again, CSK.
CSK, the Dad's Army, and for me, looking at the overall scheme of things, they have had They have done great in the last 12 years, but I think keeping everything in mind, their squad, the way they are coming into this tournament, I think the era has passed now, and it's a sell for me this time around.
Whoa! It's an emotional sell, a heartbreaking sell for you, it seems. I think हो गया यार, अभी चेन्नई का हो गया. I will not talk why. हो गया, उनके पास कुछ नहीं है. रैना नहीं है, हरभजन is not coming. 2-3 स्पिनर हैं, ठीक है, अच्छे स्पिनर हैं, बट नहीं है. एक साल से लोग खेले नहीं है. वॉटसन का कुछ पता नहीं है, खेलेगा कितना खेलेगा, कोई भी इंजर्ड हो सकता है. It's so hot there. हो सकता है they will not be able to get 11 players on the park of decent experience and pedigree. नहीं है भाई, sell for me, definite sell for me. How about you, Sumer?
Well, it's a very difficult question. The fact is we have to get 4 as buys. See, there is no Raina, and that is a huge setback. But mind you, they still have the same team. They still have the same team that was in the final last year. They have the likes of Bravo and Imran Tahir will sort of like get you some wickets. They have MSD and Jadeja combo, which is something that I don't like either of them to get alone, but together I think they play very well. So purely based on the fact that I have to choose the 4th one and I have to let go of the other 4, I would buy them. I think they're going to go into top 4.
Oh my God. Hi, how about you?
And one more thing that goes on for them is they have very good, a couple of them who are good fielders. We haven't talked a lot about fielding in the whole tournament. The big grounds. They have lost Raina, but they have Bravo. They have Jadeja. So I think that's.
You couldn't name a third guy. I'm sure you can't name a third guy.
Yeah. What is that?
I would not, if I was trying to defend CSK, I would not have picked fielding as one of the.
Absolutely.
the pillars of their team.
You know, with the likes of Imran Tahir there, obviously not.
Okay, so let me put it this way: we're saying that Suresh Raina is a big loss. Yes, to prime Suresh Raina is a big loss. I think Suresh Raina was on the decline. Even last year, he had 350, but his average was the lowest of the last. I think actually in his entire IPL career that was the lowest average. But what does average matter? What's more important is strike rate. And his strike rate was the lowest it has ever been in his 10-11 year career in the IPL. So clearly a player on the decline. He had only 9 sixes where he always averages double-digit sixes. So he's not that big hitter that you have expected. You have come to expect. Harbhajan Singh, I'm not even going to dig out his stats because I don't think he's a game changer. He plays a role, and a role which easily Piyush Chawla could probably play that role now. But of course, Piyush would go for a bunch of sixes as well. So I really don't think that the guys who are not there are going to impact CSK that much. And I think that in a weird situation where you are playing only on 3 grounds, pitches that are going to get worn out and used, I really want to back a team and a captain who seems to have a template that works perfectly for such pitches and scenarios. Dhoni is going to love getting his spinners out there and dictating each delivery where it should be and manipulating the field in tight situations. This is what Dhoni's game is tailor-made for, and I think this is where he's at his best. So it was between Rajasthan Royals and CSK, and I just felt with the uncertainty around Stokes, I would rather buy CSK.
So I love how the loss of Raina, you played that to your advantage to sort of get them in. Like no, I picked up fielding for CSK to use that.
Is not what you're losing. That's all I'm trying
Fair enough. Coming to the last team, Sumer, since you're so excited, how about Mumbai Indians? How are they doing?
If I was to buy or sell this, I would say I'd buy it.
Like you had an option.
So yeah, I would like to see how you guys look at it at this team. Starting with you, Shivam.
I think there is no argument. This team actually could play 2 teams and still do okay. They have the capability to field 2 11s. Akash, in his preview, Akash Chopra said that this team could actually loan players to others and still do well. So this is a very, very good team. But very good point you made is, again, spinners only Krunal Pandya and Rahul Chahar. So like SRH, this team also Indian spinners nahi hai, but where they score is a lot of good Indian batting and very, very good pace attack. So I think it was close for me because of no pedigree spinner between them and SRH, but SRH didn't have any middle order. These guys have a solid middle order and they know how to win. It's a buy for me. How about you, Sai?
Well, just like their owner Mukesh Ambani, the rich keep getting richer. And yes, Mumbai Indians were number 1 last year, and they have to go in as pre-tournament favorites, hands down. There don't seem to be many holes in that 11, and though you could say that a little bit of spinner depth is lacking, I think we're just, even that is a criticism that we are forced to find something at fault, so we are finding something at fault. Because I think with just those 2 spinners, they do have enough to get through the tournament. So yeah, bye. There's not much to be said beyond that.
How about you, Vivek?
100%. Yeah, I think this is as obvious it can get. It is a straight away buy for me. Yes, I think that's a good point that they don't have spinners, but just looking at the batting quality which they have, especially the explosiveness which they have, you set them any target, I think that's going to be, it will be chased down. So hands down here. I mean, I think as Sai said, and I think most of us are in agreements, I think they are the tournament favorites.
So they will therefore win the tournament next year, right?
Next year, definitely they will. This year, they may not. So coming back to the end of our preview and the buy and sells that we've done throughout the show, what that has resulted in is, so what we've done is we've subtracted all the sells from the total buys of each team. And what has happened is that without any particular order, the top 4 teams for us are RCB, KKR, Delhi Capitals, and Mumbai Indians. So the teams that will not make it this year to the top 4 are Rajasthan, not surprising. Kings 11, not surprising. CSK and SRH are a bit surprising because these two did qualify last year. So RR, Kings 11, SRH, CSK are bottom 4 for us without any particular order, obviously. So let's see how this goes in the future, and let's review this every week.
And we'll keep it as and see at the end of the tournament who gets the bragging rights, right?
Definitely.
Yeah. So I think with that we have come to this episode of our podcast. Let us know, what do you feel? What are your predictions of this? You can write to us, comment, share, whatever you want to do. You can do it. You have our details. So yeah, this is Bye Checker signing off for this time.
Like and
see you next
subscribe.
week. And yes, thank you, Sai. Please like, share, subscribe, and let us know what we are doing good, what we can do better. That's very, very useful and helps us improve. So yeah, thank you. Take care.
I check it out. You read single spell in it, yeah? I really don't mind.
You hit me once, I hit you back.
He's bowling like my Auntie Annie when she'd had too much sherry to drink.
Played over my head, then I set fire.
मैंने कहा बेटा बेटा होता है और बाप बाप होता है.